Welcome to Hollywood Information. In this video, we're going to take a nostalgic trip back to the 1970s and explore one of television's most iconic sitcoms. Good Times that will reveal what happened to the cast members, how their careers evolved, and what they look like today. From breakout stars to behind-the-scenes challenges, we've got it all covered. 1. Thelma Evans. Then, Stannis brought grace, intelligence, and beauty to the role of Thelma Evans, the Evans family's only daughter. She was ambitious, college-bound, and always the voice of reason between her brothers J.J. and Michael. Thelma became a television icon for being one of the first young African-American women on TV portrayed as smart and independent, breaking stereotypes that were common at the time. Now, after Good Times, Bernadette Stannis continued acting in TV shows and stage plays. She appeared in The Cosby Show, The Parenthood, and several independent films. Off-screen, she became an author and motivational speaker, writing books about family, love, and caregiving, especially after caring for her mother who battled Alzheimer's. Today, she remains active in community work, often celebrating the cultural impact of Good Times and inspiring younger generations to follow their dreams. 2. Bookman, then, the building superintendent who often clashed with the Evans family. Known for his humorous antics and comedic timing, Bookman was affectionately nicknamed Buffalo, but Brown's charm and delivery made him one of the show's most beloved recurring characters. Before Good Times, Johnny was a talented singer and comedian who toured with legendary performers like Sammy Davis Jr. and appeared on Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In. Now, after the series ended, Johnny continued performing on stage and screen, appearing in shows like Martin and The Jamie Foxx Show. Sadly, Johnny Brown passed away in 2022 at the age of 84. He left behind a legacy of laughter, music, and unforgettable humor that continues to bring smiles to Good Times fans everywhere. 3. Penny Gordon Woods, then. Yes, that's right. Pop icon Janet Jackson got her big acting break on Good Times. She joined the cast as Penny, the young girl who faced abuse but was later adopted by Willona. Janet's performance was emotional and mature for her age, and it gave audiences a glimpse of her future stardom. Now, after Good Times, Janet went on to become one of the best-selling recording artists in history, with hits like Rhythm Nation, Together Again, and That's the Way Love Goes. She's won multiple Grammy Awards, starred in films like Poetic Justice, and continues to influence artists around the world. Even today, Janet remains one of the most successful and respected entertainers of all time, proving that her Good Times role was just the beginning of an extraordinary career. 4. Carl Dixon, then, joined the series as Carl Dixon, a character who married Florida Evans after James' death. His performance brought warmth and strength to the later seasons of Good Times. Before joining the show, Gunn was already a distinguished stage actor, known for his commanding presence and classical training. Now, after Good Times, Moses continued appearing in film and television, including Roots, The Never-Ending Story, and Shaft. He earned numerous theater awards and was deeply respected among his peers. Unfortunately, Moses Gunn passed away in 1993 at the age of 64. His legacy lives on through his powerful body of work in film, television, and theater. 5. J.J. Evans. With his trademark phrase, "Dynamite," Jimmy Walker became the breakout star of Good Times. His character was funny, unpredictable, and full of charm, but behind the laughs, Jimmy's portrayal sparked debate. Some viewers loved his energy, while others, including his co-stars, felt the character leaned too heavily on stereotypes. Despite these controversies, Walker's comedic talent was undeniable. He became one of the most recognizable TV personalities of the 1970s and even won a Golden Globe nomination for his performance. Now, after Good Times, Jimmy Walker continued performing stand-up comedy and appeared on various shows like The Love Boat, Fantasy Island, and Scrubs. He also wrote a memoir titled Dynamite: Good Times, Bad Times, Our Times, a memoir where he reflected on fame, race, and life after the sitcom. Today, Jimmy Walker still performs comedy across the United States, entertaining audiences with his wit and reflections on Hollywood's golden era. 6. Willona Woods, then. The stylish, confident, and witty Willona Woods Florida's best friend, and the lovable neighbor who always had something clever to say. Willona wasn't just comic relief. She represented independence and modern womanhood in the 1970s. Jeanette's energy and charisma made her one of the standout characters on the show. But that's not all. Du Bois was also a talented singer and songwriter. She co-wrote and sang the iconic theme song Movin' On Up for the Jeffersons, another legendary sitcom from the same era. Now, after Good Times, Jeanette appeared in shows like The Wayans Brothers, Everybody Loves Raymond, and lent her voice to the PJs as Mrs. Avery. She won 2 Primetime Emmy Awards for her voice work and continued performing until her passing in 2020 at the age of 74. Her legacy in both music and television remains unforgettable. 7. Michael Evans then. The youngest member of the family, known for being intelligent, politically aware, and often referred to as the militant midget. Before joining Good Times, Ralph was already a successful Broadway actor, winning awards for his role in Raisin. The musical adaptation of A Raisin in the Sun on the show, Michael often challenged social issues, racial inequality, and injustice, giving Good Times a moral compass through the eyes of youth. Now, after the show ended, Ralph Carter stepped back from the Hollywood spotlight. He pursued a music career and released songs like When You're Young and In Love. Later, he focused on community work and occasionally performed in stage productions. Today, Ralph Carter lives a private life but occasionally appears at fan conventions and interviews to discuss the impact of Good Times and his experiences growing up as a child star. And there you have it, the Good Times cast then and now. From Esther Rawls' unforgettable portrayal of Florida Evans to Janet Jackson's incredible rise to global stardom, every actor from the show left a unique mark on television history. Their stories remind us that success takes many forms. Some found fame, others found peace and purpose away from the spotlight. But together, they built one of the most iconic sitcoms of all time that if you enjoyed this deep dive into Good Times, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to help more fans rediscover the classics. And as always, thanks for watching Hollywood Information. See you in the next video.